Hello, welcome back to Crafting a Healthy Life with me, Sammy, and all of these other amazing people that are joining us in our journey. I'm probably gonna have a little person come in my door. That's the little person. What do you need, babe?
I'm gonna tell you something.
What would you like to tell me?
No, I got a new Ryan.
I didn't. I'll come look at it right after I'm done with this video, okay?
Okay, I got a potion one.
You got a potion one? Okay, that's awesome.
But there's one more.
Okay.
I got one with a hat.
Okay, I'll come look at him right after I'm done, okay?
That was big.
And this is real life. Can you shut mommy's door?
Yeah.
Can anybody else relate? If you can, comment down below. Okay, you guys, so we are just going to spend this video talking about weekend motivation and what the weekend can look like for some of us. So for me, y'all, we've talked about this. I am a bored eater, and on the weekends, my husband is home. We are usually home, and that is when I snack the most. So that is when I tell myself, like, it's okay not to work out. It's okay not to do yoga because this is my relaxed time. This is when I can chill out and kind of do whatever I want. And then those are the times that I also have a lot of regrets going into Sunday night. So we're going to talk about a couple motivation tips today. I already got it written down right here for us, okay? And I'm going to give you a challenge. So let's go ahead and just get into the challenge, because in case you don't want to watch the whole video, I want you guys to at least do the challenge. So during this healthy journey, it is important to have support from the people that you are living with, that you hang out with the most, that you talk with the most. Having that support is going to take you so much further. So I challenge you, if you have a spouse, if you have children you live with, whoever it may be, talk to them this weekend. Sit them down and tell them how important this journey is for you. Let them know the ways that they can help support you, and think about it before you talk to them. Sit down and write a list of how these people can support you. Is it, maybe not eating that ice cream in front of you at night? Is it, like if it's a spouse or something, like my husband, luckily he's not picky about food, but he supports me by he eats the menu with me. It makes it a little easier for me at night instead of cooking different meals. He's very, very supportive in that aspect. And so think of the ways that these people can support you, and vocalize it and let them know how important it is for you, and that you know that you can go a lot further and achieve your goals if you have their support. Now, if you are an independent woman, independent man, then you know what? You write a note to yourself. Write it down today, tonight, this weekend, whatever. Make sure it's done before Monday, okay? And write a note to yourself and tell yourself what you can do to support yourself throughout this journey. And whenever you are lacking that motivation, whenever you're feeling like you need that support, read that letter to yourself and remind yourself why you're doing. I have a dog breathing at the bottom of the door. Okay, but do that. Or if you have grown kids, ask them, like, hey, can you call me every Sunday and, like, read me a quote, or tell me I'm doing a good job. Tell me that, next week will be a better week. Something like that. You need to make sure that you reach out to those people, because a lot of the people around us, it really does affect the choices that we make, what we do, how we do it, how we feel. So that is your challenge. All right, let's get into it. Okay. Tip number 1. Restaurants, eating out. I don't know about you, but on the weekends, it is like those days where you're like, you don't want to cook, you don't want to take that time and energy. I'd rather go and do something quick. Before you go to a restaurant, know where you're going. If you're going with friends or, you know, whatever, look at their menu before going to the restaurant. That way you know what they have. You can choose something that is healthier than your usual options. And that way you're not going into the restaurant blind. And also make sure you are the first to order, okay? You know how it is when you have something in your mind and then all of these people order before you and they're like, oh yeah, I want the baby back ribs. Oh, I want the chicken parmesan. That would be really weird if those two things were served at the same restaurant, but you get what I'm saying. And then you're like, oh, that sounds good. Oh, that sounds way better than what I was going to choose. You know what? Let me get one of those. I was a server. I see it all the time. Be the first to order. That way your order is in. You've made your decision. There's no going back after you hear everybody else's decisions. Now, eating out, it doesn't mean you can't get something good. Just make sure like it's a healthier option. Instead of getting, you know, the mashed potatoes, get the veggies with it or whatever. So I think that is a great tip that I've learned along the way, and that can definitely help you out this weekend staying on track and feeling proud about the decisions you're going to make. Second one, which I am 110% guilty of, is you got to keep going. Just because it's the weekend does not mean you have an excuse to stop. And that's like what I was saying in the beginning of this video. I find it an excuse that it's my relax time. I don't need to work out. I don't need to do this. And I will tell you, on the weekends, I haven't been doing yoga. That is going to change this weekend because I feel like all of the progress that I make, like in the 5 days during the week, like with yoga and building up my strength, when I don't do it on Saturday and Sunday, it is so hard getting back into it on Monday. And it's almost like I'm having to start all over with like building up my strength again and my endurance and all of that. So just because it's the weekend doesn't mean you stop all of the good things that you've been doing during the week. You don't stop drinking all the water. You don't stop eating healthy. You don't stop working out. You have to be consistent. And of course, there's rest days. Have Sunday be your rest day where maybe you just like take a walk around the block, just so you're staying active and you're staying on your feet, not necessarily working out, but that is huge. Don't stop because it's the weekend. Keep going so you can be proud of yourself at the full end of the week, you know? All right. Tip number 3, which is basically tying into 2, is staying active. So as I said before, I'm a bored eater. I tend to do it a lot on the weekends when I'm hanging out at home. A way to not do that is I don't want to say don't sit down, because we need that relaxed day. We need to recharge, but put in your mind, do something that you wanted to do. Is it clean your carpets that you've had on your mind forever, but sometimes you just rather sit down than do it? Do it. Don't sit down, because think about it. You're gonna sit down and do what? Probably veg, eat a bunch of crap, have some drinks, whatever it may be. Keep moving as much as you can. And then at the end of the night, relax, get your healthy snack, get some water, some tea, whatever. And then like reward yourself, you know, for all of that, you know, activity that you did. Go outside this weekend. Take a walk, go play with your kids, go, I don't know, pick flowers, go on a scavenger hunt. I don't know. Just, I think it's important to stay active. And that's what I'm telling myself for this weekend, because once I sit down, I'm down. There's no getting up for me. There's no like remotivating myself. If I take off my shoes and I sit down on the couch, I'm calling it a day. So this weekend, I'm going to make sure that I keep doing my yoga regardless. Even if the family's being loud, whatever, I am still going to do my yoga, and I am going to try very hard to stay active, stay moving until I know like, okay, I'm ready. I did everything I wanted to do and achieve this weekend, and now I can relax. Now I could do whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know? Okay. All right. last one, which ties into all of these. Let's prep some snacks. So one of our amazing supporters in this journey said that she preps her snacks. So like if you got like a bag of like rice cake chips, oh, those, I just bought those the other day. They're so good. And it says that like it's 9 servings. This is how much calories it is per serving. Start separating that into little bags. So that way, if you are a snacker, which a lot of us, I read the comments, are, you can go grab for something and not overdo it. So you can grab for that, you know, the chips or whatever. You can grab for those other snacks and you are getting a controlled amount while you are snacking. And I think if we could do that, then it'll be a lot better than grabbing a whole bag of chips and you just keep going because you can't stop. This, you know what you can have, and then you stop after that. And that's it. And you guys, this was a quick video. It is meant for motivation. If you guys are doing the Fit Girls Guide with me, make sure you are reading the guide. It is, I forget how many pages, but it is a lot of reading. But like I said, it's super easy reading. It's like on a huge 8x11 piece of paper. Like it is really great reading and really motivating, but it is starting soon. So make sure you read. You have to read it. It just totally sets you up for like how this journey works. Now, we will get more into depth about stuff starting when the challenge starts, because that's when I'll be starting my weigh-ins, my measure me's, how my week kind of went, like all of that stuff. So I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope this gave you a little bit of motivation, some ideas of how to handle your weekend and not fall off your amazing journey on this wagon with me. And I hope that you come back on Monday and we will just kind of go over how our week was, like what worked for us and the things that we talked about in the previous week, what are our new affirmations for the week, and all of that jazz. So I hope you guys have an amazing, safe weekend, healthy weekend with your friends, your family, or if it's just your independent self. I hope you relax. I hope you stay active. And I hope, I don't know, you guys. I was going really good right there. I really was. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me in another video, and I will see you back here on Monday. Bye.